In this video, I'll be showing you how to properly use the short and the long position tool right at this very point. If you click right here, you will see this very tool right at this very area. We have the long position tool right here and the short position tool to properly analyze your trade, the entry, the take profit target, and the stop loss. Not only that, how to know all the parameters using this very tool so that you can use it to your advantage properly, even though you are a beginner trader using your mobile phone. And I'll be doing that demonstration right here, right now. Pay attention and watch this video all the way to the very end. The first thing here is how to locate this tool using your phone and also place it on your chart, that is your price action at this very point. The first thing you need to do is to come right here to this very icon and then you click it. Once you click it, you go right down. Okay, for myself it's under favorite because I have placed it on favorite, but for yours it may be somewhere right below. So you scroll down and at this very point where you see forecasting and measurement, you're going to see this long position tool and short position tool. You simply click favorite here, click on the favorite here, and this will appear on the favorite so that you don't need to go right down to pick this very tool. So how do you place this tool on your price action? All you need to do when using mobile is to just click it. Okay, so I will just click on the long position and I will come to anywhere on my price action right here, and then I will click it. And once I click it, the tool will appear on my price action. One important thing about this very tool is that if I expand my chart a little bit, you discover that this tool remains stagnant, but you can move it up and down. So for you to move it up and down, you first of all highlight it. Once it is highlighted, you can then move your finger over it, and then this very tool will begin to move with it. So this very formation, you can move it from one point to the other on your price action. This is how you move this tool around. Not only that, you can also expand this very area upward, that is the green area upward, or expand the red area downward. And this is very, very important. So to do that, you need to highlight it and use this very sign to move it upward. So if I drag it upward, you see it's moving upward. And if you want to bring it down, use this very sign to bring it down. If I do that as well, you see it's coming all the way to the downside. And if you want to expand it to this very direction, you use this very icon as well. In this very formation, if I drag it to this very area, it goes to the right. And the same thing happens when you use this to the left in this very formation as well. So this is how you navigate and use this very tool frequently, by moving it from one position to the other on your price action. The next thing here is, what does this tool does? Okay, the main thing that it does is it gives you your entry price, your stop loss target, and your take profit target. Not only that, it shows you the pip value that you are dealing with that very particular trade setup. And why this is important is because you can pick those values and go to your MT4 or your MT5, depending on the platform you're using to trade, and impute exact same value without guessing. As you can see right here, this one is a long position tool. Why? Because from here is our entry point right at this very area. This is our entry point, and this is our stop loss right at this very point, and our take profit target is at this very area. That means market should move upward, and when market is moving upward, or when we predict that market should move upward, that means we are in a buy position. So this is how it works. The entry is right here, the take profit target is right at this very price, and the stop loss is at this very point, and this is very important. Another important thing here is that we need to increase the visibility of our long position. So to do that, you simply click on this very three dots. Once you click on this very three dots, you go down a little bit and go to settings right at this very point. If you click on settings, under settings, and you come to style, under style right here you see lines. Click on this very line and make it a little bit bolder, okay? And then the next thing here is the stop color. I want to increase the stop color to be a little bit red more, and then this very target color as well, I want to increase that a little bit to be darker a little bit. Okay, so after I've done this, I can click OK. You will see that my tool have become very visible on my price action. So you can do this as well on your price action to really know the target and get the proper visibility on your tool. Another thing here is if you want to change the parameter on your tool, simply click on this very three dot as well. If you click on this and then you go to the same settings right here and you come right to input. Under input right here, there are numerous settings that you can play with. Let's say, for example, we have account size. This account size means that, let's say, for example, your account balance is $10,000. You can put the $10,000 right here as your account size and then leave it at default. And the next thing here is the lot size, which is 1 year by default. You can change it right here to maybe 0.5 depending on what you're looking at, or 0.01 depending on what you're looking at as well. And the next thing here, let me leave it at 0.5. The next one here is the risk. Now your risk here is the amount you want to risk per trade. If you look at it, we have 25 here and it's in percentage right at this 0 point. So 25 here means that you're risking 25% of your trade, which is never advisable. I always advise that you use 1% of your trade, maximum 2% of your trade. So I'll put 1%. So the next thing we have here is under the profit levels. The profit levels, we have the ticks. The ticks is a little bit higher than pips a little bit. And then we have the price, okay, for your profit target. You put it right here. And then the same thing to happen to the stop loss level. We have the ticks, which is right here. I mean the pips, you can put it manually, and also your price right at this very point, which is very important. So after you put in all these parameters, you simply click OK. There are a couple of things that you need to understand using this very long position tool, which is also the same with the short position tool. The first thing here is the target. Look at it right here. The target, we have 1.518. okay, this is 151.8 pips, and we have 1.06% increase. That is the market moving from here up to this very point is 1.06%. And then we have the pip, okay, clearly spelled out right at this very point, which is 151.8 pips. Okay, this will confuse you a little bit, this very target option, but this very area clearly spelled the pip out, which is 151.8 pips. And then we have the amount right here. So this is already a given parameter, so that you know if the market move from here all the way to the upside, you know the number of pips that it is, or if it goes down as well, which I will talk about later right here with this very stop option. Now, if you want to know the exact price where this market is without going into the setting, is this very area. This is the exact price. Right here is pointing to this very area. And then the entry point right here is this very neutral price right here of 143.430 right at this very point. And then the stop loss price as well is at this very area, 142.646. okay, so these are the different prices, and you can also put this directly on your MT4 or MT5 depending on the platform you are using. And the price of this very market, USDJPY right here, is at this very point, okay, this very red line right here. That is where the market is right now, and I am on the 2 hours chart. The chart does not matter. I mean, the time frame does not really matter, okay, depending on what you are looking at. This is a very important parameter you must have to consider. The next thing here is the open PLL. It can be negative, it can be positive, depending on the place you place this very long or short position to, but that does not really count anything. And the next thing here is the risk reward ratio, which is very important. So the risk reward ratio here is 1.94. You can increase it a little bit, because if you increase it in this formation, it discovered that the risk reward ratio is increasing right here. And if I bring it down a little bit, you see it's reducing all the way to the downside. If I increase that a little bit, it's increasing as well. So depending on your target, that is how you set your risk reward ratio. So in this very case, if I move it a little bit, you discover that the risk reward ratio right here is 2.54. What this means is that for every $1 you risk, you are going to get a reward of $2.54. Okay, for every $1 you're going to have $2.54. That is what it means in this very ratio. So this is very important as well. The last thing here is the stop loss. Like I said earlier, the stop loss right here is 78 pips, as you can see at this very point, which is clearly spelled out right here, 78.4 pips, and we have 0.54% at this very point, and this is the amount. So these are the things you must have to pay attention to and take note of when using the long position tool. This will help you a lot to go straight into detail. You set it up and then you know your entry point, your target, and your stop loss area. This works exactly the same with the short position too. So if you want to delete this from your price action, simply highlight it and then you click on this very delete button, and this very tool will exit your price chart. The next thing here is the short position. If you want to place it on your chart, simply go to the same point right here. And if you click on it and then go right down, we have this here. I've already marked it as favorite. If you've not marked it as favorite, go right down to this very area where you see forecasting and measurement and pick it from this very area. Once you do that, you can put it on your price action right here. And you see it's already on my price action, and I can move it down and move it sideways as well. So this is what this tool is all about. For in this very case of a short position, it means that this very price is my stop loss target, which is at this very area, and then my entry point is this very price, which is at this very point, and my take profit target, since it's a sell or a short, is at this very price level, which is also very, very important. And every other reading parameter in this very case and in this very ratio remain the same, like I explained, using the long position. So this is very, very important using the short position tool. One important thing that is very necessary using this tool is your risk reward ratio. Okay, your risk reward ratio is very, very important. So you know the risk reward ratio you're looking at. Personally, I look at 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 1 to 4 for a very long-term trade. This is how you can use this tool properly, especially when you're using your smartphone like myself. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more Forex videos like this one. Also check the channel for other Forex content. Join our Telegram channel for more Forex updates, day trading strategies, and many more. Link in the description of this very video and also in the pinned comment. Join right now. It is a free Telegram channel. And if you want to watch my other videos on the channel, check this video out. It's going to help you a lot. And check this video out as well. It's going to help you a lot. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.